If you just got a new Samsung The Frame TV, congratulations. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and first of all, thanks for clicking on this video. If you want to see the full review of the Samsung Frame TV, it is right here on the channel, so go ahead and take a look. Now, in order for this TV to believably pose as a painting when it's not showing video, it needs to be properly installed. In my opinion, that means wall mounting it. Now, there are feet that come with the Frame TV just in case, but I've already put them away in a drawer, and frankly, you should too. The wall mount is significantly different from the original if you've previously looked at this TV. Here, two hinged metal hooks attach to the TV and then will slide right into a completely flat two-piece cleat system that'll affix to the wall. With the 2021 Samsung Frame TV, you need to measure perfectly and install it exactly where you need it because there's really no adjusting it. I'd say it took my husband and I about an hour to install it, and most of that was measuring, finding studs, and double checking. The instructions that come with it are pretty good, and it's not hard to do, but it did take some time to get it right. First, you'll need to locate the studs in your wall, then decide precisely where you want to hang your TV. A paper template will help you get things positioned exactly right before you drill any holes. The wall mount requires 4 screws in total, 2 in each side of the mount, and at least 2 of the 4 need to be in a stud. In our older house, this was a bit of a problem, but the wall mount has a few options for where you can place the screws. Our installation kit only came with masonry anchors, not drywall anchors. So if you can't get 4 screws into a stud, as we could not, it might be off to the home improvement store for some drywall anchors to complete a safe setup. Once you've marked where your screws are going to go, you can drill pilot holes for your anchors, then screw the metal wall plate into place. With the steel cleat now firmly attached to the wall in the right place, you'll screw the dual brackets into the back of the Frame TV.
There, I think there. Click. Hard click. Oh,
before you move on, one last thing. You'll need to connect the Samsung One Connect box cable into the back and clip it into place. Then pull out the hanging clips on your brackets on the back of the TV, and when you're ready, carefully lift the TV and hang it on the wall. The installation wasn't difficult, but it did require a lot of measure twice, if you know what I mean. We probably measured about half a dozen times to make sure that it was going to sit in just the right spot. Now you can adjust the TV a little bit, mainly just to get it level, but like I said, for the most part, this wall mount is not adjustable. We also did go back afterwards and install proper wall openings to run the Samsung One Connect cable inside the wall so the cable wouldn't be visible. Again, this was pretty much a simple matter of measuring and using a drywall saw to cut openings and then putting these little plastic frame holder things, I guess, into the wall. I'm really glad we went that extra step because without the cable visible, it gives you that really high-end and seamless look that this TV is known for. Now don't forget, the full review of the Samsung Frame TV is right here on the channel. I'll make sure it's linked up. If you want to read what I've been talking about here in this video or reference any of it, there's a full write-up at TechGadgetsCanada.com, so you can go to the website, check it out, and post any questions you have for me, either there on the blog or, as always, here on the YouTube channel. Did you find this video helpful? If you did, I would love you to smash that like button and hit me with a sub, as the kids say. That means subscribe. Until the next time, you can find me on either Twitter or Instagram. I'm at Erin LYYC. You can also always catch me through Facebook at facebook.com/TechGadgetsCanada.